Have you ever wondered why some women become completely captivated by certain guys, while others can barely hold their attention for 2 minutes? No, it's not about money, looks, or luck. There's a secret trick that, when used correctly, instantly activates her desire to win you over. And the best part, it's something any man can learn. If you want to discover how to turn the game in your favor, making her think about you all the time, stay with me until the end of this video. What you're about to learn here could change your interactions forever. Have you noticed how the most desired things in life are never available all the time? It's the famous power of scarcity. And believe me, this applies to relationships too. If you're always available, replying at lightning speed, or constantly changing your plans to please her, do you know what happens? You become that movie everyone's seen 1,000 times. Boring, predictable. But here's the magic. You can become the kind of guy who makes her think, what is he up to right now? The secret isn't pretending you're busy. It's genuinely having a life that's too good to be put on pause all the time. Your time is gold, so invest it in hobbies, projects, or even in the classic Netflix and solo time. This makes you seem, and actually be, more interesting. It's like a video game. The best ones have more levels, more challenges. People don't want an obvious tutorial. They want a mystery to solve. Now picture this, she sends you a message, and you take a little while to reply. Not because you're playing hard to get, but because you were genuinely busy. When you reply, you say something she wasn't expecting, like a funny or intriguing comment. That's when the magic happens. She starts to wonder who you are beyond the conversation. And guess what? Curiosity is addictive. And the best part? This isn't just about catching her attention. It's about respect. A guy who knows how to prioritize his own life radiates strength. That's irresistible. Now that you're starting to understand how to break free from being predictable, it's time to level up. Let's move on to the next step and turn this into something even more powerful. If there's one thing that makes any conversation spark, it's mystery. You know that vibe of, there's more to this than meets the eye. That's what makes her want to know more about you. If you say everything up front, where's the fun in that? The trick is simple. Say just enough to intrigue her, but never enough to give the whole game away. Because in the end, what's left unsaid is just as powerful as what is. For example, if she asks about your plans or hobbies, you don't need to describe your daily routine like it's a movie script. Say something like, I'm working on a project that's really special to me. You're going to love hearing about it when the time comes. Sounds like something out of a spy movie, right? But that's the secret. She'll be curious and, with a bit of luck, thinking about you far longer than she expected. Another thing, your words matter, but how you say them matters even more. Forget about falling into cliches like, you're beautiful. How about saying something like, I really like the way you see things? There's something different about it. It's not just a compliment. It's a compliment that makes her feel unique. And honestly, who doesn't want to be remembered as the guy who makes others think differently? When you master this art, it's not just about saying the right things. It's about creating a connection that feels light and natural, but leaves her wanting more. You become the book she doesn't want to put down. Do you know what makes a guy truly magnetic? Having his own life, filled with ambitions, passions, and a schedule built around what he loves. When you live to please others or try to fit into someone else's expectations, you become just another face in the crowd. But when you're focused on growing, having fun, and achieving your goals, people naturally gravitate toward you, like a human magnet. Think about it. Who's more interesting? A guy who spends his day complaining about everything, or someone who wakes up early to work out, enjoys learning something new like cooking or playing guitar, and still finds time to share a good laugh? Spoiler, it's the second one. And the most important thing? He does it for himself, not to impress anyone. That natural confidence is like a fragrance. People sense it, but they can't quite put their finger on it. When you're in this personal growth vibe, everything changes, even your energy. You become more confident, more interesting, and completely free of the need for validation. It's not about being arrogant or closed off. It's about being the kind of guy a woman looks at and thinks, I wonder what it would be like to be part of his world. And let's be real, her interest will grow without you even trying. Being independent is so much more than just having hobbies or a cool schedule. It's about how you walk, talk, and see the world. It's that look of someone who's in control, the calm smile of someone who's enjoying the journey. Now that you understand the importance of being a guy who shines on his own, let's dive into how to create a connection that makes her feel unique by your side. Have you noticed how easy it is to connect with someone who seems to be on the same wavelength as you? That doesn't happen by chance. Subtle mirroring is an almost magical trick. You naturally mimic the gestures, tone of voice, or even the speaking pace of the other person. Without realizing it, this creates such a strong sense of harmony that it feels like you're both on some kind of secret frequency. Picture a dance. If one leads too much or the other is lost, it's a disaster. But when both are in sync, it's mesmerizing. Conversations work the same way. If she's speaking slowly and calmly, you match her pace. If she's using lots of gestures, you can lightly mirror them too. This subtle harmony makes her feel like you're naturally connected. But hold up, this isn't about turning into a circus imitator. The trick is in the subtlety. If you overdo it, it gets weird and ruins everything. The idea is to show that you're paying attention to her and, in a way, vibing on the same level. This creates an incredible emotional comfort, the kind that makes her wonder why it feels so easy to talk to you. Spoiler, it's because you've figured out how mirroring works. And here's the cherry on top. She'll start associating that good feeling with your presence. This isn't just about physical attraction. It's about building a bond that stirs her emotions. And the best part? She won't even realize how it happened. She'll just want more. Now that you know how to sync this connection, how about adding a touch of challenge to make things even more exciting? You know that feeling of always wanting to beat a challenging game? That's exactly what happens when you become the guy who doesn't give everything away on a silver platter. Attraction grows when there's a bit of emotional tension. Being challenging doesn't mean being arrogant or unattainable. It's about adding an element of conquest to the interaction. When she feels like she has to earn your attention, everything becomes more intense and exciting. Think of it this way. If you agree with everything or give in too quickly, the conversation loses its spark. Now imagine she says, "I love light comedies," and you reply playfully, "Okay, but what about a real thriller?" Or are you too scared to handle something more intense? You're not criticizing. You're teasing her with a smile and throwing fuel on the fire of interest. A touch of humor with a light challenge is an unbeatable combo. The key lies in controlled unpredictability. Show interest, but don't become too predictable. One day you send a high-energy message. The next, you're busy with your projects. This isn't about playing games. It's about living your life while maintaining an air of mystery. The feeling of what's he going to do next sparks curiosity. And curiosity, my friend, is the engine of attraction. At the end of the day, balance is the secret. Attentive enough for her to know you care, but challenging enough for her to feel like she needs to invest in you. This mix keeps the dynamic exciting and makes her value every moment with you even more. And now that you know how to spark her interest, how about learning how to reinforce it in a way she'll never forget? Did you know that people love to repeat behaviors that are rewarded? That's the foundation of positive reinforcement, and it's your secret weapon to strengthen the connection and make her even more interested. Here's how it works. When she does something you admire or shows interest in you, make sure she knows you noticed. A simple gesture or comment can make all the difference, and she'll want to repeat it. For example, if she shares something personal or asks a question that shows she's genuinely interested, acknowledge it. Say something like, "I really admire how you pay attention to details." Not everyone does that. It's straightforward, authentic, and shows that you value her effort. And the best part? It's not just any compliment. It's something that makes her feel special. But here's the trick. Everything in the right dose. If you're constantly giving compliments or thanking her too much, it loses its impact. Instead, choose specific moments to show that you've noticed something amazing about her. It could be an unexpected compliment, a smile at the perfect moment, or even an inside joke only the two of you would understand. This combination of recognition and unpredictability keeps things interesting. When you master positive reinforcement, she starts associating being with you with good emotions, validation, joy, and that feeling of truly being appreciated. This creates a deeper bond and a connection that goes far beyond the surface. Now that you understand how to use reinforcement to win her over even more, it's time to level up and learn how to make your presence simply unforgettable. Even before you say the first word, your presence is already saying a lot. Your style and the way you move are like the trailer of the movie that is you. And no one wants to watch a boring movie, right? You don't need to be a fashion king, but having a well-fitted, clean, and appropriately chosen look already shows that you take care of yourself and pay attention to details. That screams, "I value myself," and people notice. Now, beyond style comes the most powerful part, your body language. Stand tall, with relaxed shoulders and that confident walk of someone who knows exactly where they're going. Confident eye contact, without looking robotic, creates an instant connection, while calm gestures show that you're comfortable in your own skin. Small details like these make the difference between being the guy who turns heads and the one who goes unnoticed. Imagine walking into a room with strong posture and a slight smile. That's all it takes to catch people's attention. On the other hand, if you're slouched, fidgeting, or avoiding eye contact, you unknowingly radiate insecurity. The message here is clear. Someone who masters their physical presence is seen as someone who knows their own worth, and that's irresistible. The coolest part? Style and body language aren't just about what others see, but about how you feel. When you're well-dressed and in tune with your body, your confidence automatically grows. And confidence is contagious. Now that you know how magnetic your presence can be, it's time to understand what truly makes people remember you for a long time. Do you know what separates the guys who blend into the background from those who leave a lasting impression? It's the famous X factor. It's not just about looks or what you say. It's the energy you carry and radiate. It's the power of being authentic, embracing who you really are, and at the same time, inspiring those around you. This energy, genuine and positive, is what takes connections from ordinary to extraordinary. The secret lies in authenticity. Don't try to be someone you're not. Think of the guy who laughs at himself, tells interesting stories, and always finds something positive in any situation. He doesn't need to prove anything because his presence says it all. Confidence, joy, and originality. When you stay true to what you believe in and what you love, people notice, and that sparks an interest that goes far beyond appearances. Another part of this X factor is the emotional impact you leave behind. How do you make people feel? When you're present, they need to feel they're in good company, that you're genuinely paying attention, but without being overbearing. Sometimes it's a simple gesture, like an unexpected compliment or a playful remark at the right moment, that makes her think about you for days. At the end of the day, the X factor is about turning ordinary interactions into unique moments. Be yourself, but the best version of yourself. A guy with purpose, humor, and presence. This combination makes her want to be around you. Not because you're trying hard to impress her, but because your energy is irresistible. Now, it's time to put everything you've learned together and start turning every encounter into something special. Have you ever imagined having the formula to win over any woman, no matter where you are? Kate Spring, a world authority in the psychology of attraction, developed the obsession method, a proven method that has already transformed the love lives of thousands of men around the world. Imagine being part of an exclusive group of men who, by applying these techniques, discovered the true power of authentically and irresistibly winning over women. It's no wonder the obsession method is the most sought-after seduction method among men of all ages and backgrounds. It has been a game-changer for those who are tired of failures and rejections. Now, they're living the reality you can achieve too. Being the man who chooses and is desired, a man with the power to create connections that leave women intrigued and captivated. This is your moment. Join the thousands of men who have already transformed their love lives with the obsession method. Click the link below in the comments and find out how Kate Spring can help you achieve what you've always wanted, quickly and guaranteed. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and don't forget to check out the next video already playing on the screen.